Ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers around the world, welcome back. I'm your host, Nasty888 here. I finally got another casted game for you guys. So we've been doing a lot of live games lately, and those are just easier for me to do if I don't need to see the replay. I know that some of you guys like to have a cast once in a while, so here we are. Here's a game that I kind of wanted to go back and check some things in and see what the heck was going on. Because this was a pretty crazy game, but we'll get into it here in just a moment. We're up against some pretty good players. Pull up my AOE world replay thing here. We got about a 1400 player French player. We got a 1300 Chinese player, and yeah, some like 1200 English player. So there's going to be some competition in this game, to say the least. So we're spawning over here in the kind of west side of the map. Let's take a look at the whole thing. As you can see, we got some deep water fish up here on the top side, which unfortunately we completely missed out on because we are nowhere near that side of the map, and we will probably not scout this game for a long time. As you can see, this map is very forested. Lots of gold, lots of well, not lots of gold, but a solid amount of gold, a lot of woods. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Only 3 relics, it looks like. Oh, 4. That's right. My teammate had one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 relics. So it's kind of hard to see. Oh, let me increase. That's what the problem is here, guys. It's the mini map size. There we go. Much better, right? Let's speed things up here as these players get into it. Looks like there's some poking and prodding with the villagers here. I don't know what's going on with that. But as you can see, we have 6 relics. And our opponents are spread out across the map. There's a couple going for the middle, looks like. Blue and orange. But everyone else is kind of spreading out to the sides a little bit more. There's a lot of paths here that's kind of hard to see. I noticed, like, as I was sitting my king up here, I was like, I gotta really watch him because I was afraid, like if this player was here and he had villagers close, he could build a wall and lock me in there because this map is very forested and there's a lot of little cubbies. Like, I don't even think you can get up to this top side here looking at this, or this east side of the map. That's a nice spot. I mean, if somebody had that water, they probably will. Green, maybe. If he doesn't want to compete with yellow, he'll take this one. That's some pretty good water there, though. So far, not a lot of action, so let's go ahead and speed things up here as we get in this game. Our 2 sacred sites. We are aging up. We are Ottoman. I'm starting to make a running joke where if I'm playing Ottoman, I'm going to win the game, because it seems like that's by far my highest win rate civ in FFA, despite it being allegedly the least played, or it's not least played, but the lowest win rate civ at higher rankings in FFA, it seems like, which is really interesting. According to AOE4 World, at least. I think that's right. I'll have to double check that, but it was definitely down at the bottom, near the bottom, if not the very bottom civ, amongst high rated players, so. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm just a scrub, a low rated player, or maybe I'm just the only one who knows how to play this civ right. I don't know. In FFA, but I guess it's probably my best. You could say it's my best civ in FFA because I somehow just do well with it. But we'll see if this game that turns out to be true or not. We'll have to wait and see. So my scout goes down. I'm blind now. I did scout here. I sent my scout around the back. As you can see here, I did see that he was mining stone, so I knew this guy was going to get extra town centers. We were going to be all good. This would be a great map for a roost player, right? Like with all these tree lines. But we don't have any roosts in this game, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I guess, for the rest of us, right? But yeah, this is a we've messed something up here, guys, real quick. Let me go ahead and fix my overlay here so that we're not watching the countdown as when the game ends. Sorry about that. Hope it's all good. Now, let's speed things up again. See what's going on. So purple really scouting pretty far with this king out here. Kind of a risky play, especially with an English player on the map. They could get that, you know, king out of your kings up and they might find you there. So be careful with that, guys, and also get trapped. I would never send my king that far out of my base. That's pretty wild. Especially for 10 minutes into the game here, somebody could hit h3 and hit the button, you know. They could, if they didn't already scout your king with a scout, I've definitely lost my king way too many times, you know. So I'm extra careful these days with it. Alright, so it looks like red's right up here, so maybe red and pink are gonna be going at it. Maybe blue and green, purple and sorry, blue and orange might be going at it. Purple and green and yellow, all in pretty good spawn locations. It doesn't look like they're gonna have any early aggression on their ends necessarily. Everyone's going up for the multi TC builds, as you so often do. The only exceptions being the player in the middle. Oh, let's see, wait, we got an H3 coming down for purple, actually. So purple, going straight into red, and it's looking for those relics. He's gonna get, oh, he's not gonna get that one because blue just sniped his purples. He's got another one he's trying to get, but you know, blue anticipated this. He already made some Keshiks out there, and let's see, this guy's searching. Maybe he's searching for another one that he hasn't scouted yet. But he's not gonna be able to get anything over here. Purple being pushed, poor purple, man. He's really getting denied on these relics here, so we do see now he has some spearmen to defend, but he has lost his prelates, one of them. But it looks like he's going to secure at least 2 for now. Should be good. Not great for him. I'm sure he wanted more than that. But, you know, there aren't a lot of relics in this map. If he scouted up here, maybe he could get him. But actually, I don't think he could because you like the tree lines, guys. Remember I was talking about the tree lines earlier? We don't see any way for his prelates to get through without running through these guys' bases. I mean, maybe like you could sneak through the base of the player if he wasn't paying any attention at all. But there's just no way, right, for him to get those relics. So he's got the 2 that he can get. That's the only 2 he can get. He's gonna have to be satisfied with those for now. Imagine red's gonna pick these 2 up here. We'll see how that goes. So for now, I'm setting up. I basically decided that you know, I'm just gonna go all the way up. Instead of doing like a castle aggression here, I was thinking about, you know, it's gonna be tough. I mean, this is a real. I'm already kind of like feeling like I'm out of this game because, you know, I can't really attack into this player, right? Because of this, and I'm gonna try it later, and we'll see how that goes. But I just know it's not gonna go well. So I'm gonna have to try to find another angle of attack. I guess we could try to chop through some of these tree lines here. That would have been another strategy. Oh, so this player left. Player scout in my base. I guess. I'm not sure why he left. Take a look here. Yeah, there's really no. Maybe he didn't get enough relics or any relics. I mean, he's Byzantine, so I don't know why he would care. I guess the elephants were too much for him. The Castle Age elephants. He just decided that, you know, that's more than enough for him, and he taps out. Yeah. The elephants take down this king here. Smash him down, boys. Yep, having some trouble. There we go. Knock him down. Nice. Okay, so orange here with the first kill defeats his opponent, who was trying to wall, and then the elephants came in and just ruined his plans. Dumbo went on another rampage. He destroyed the wall. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and speed things up now. There's nothing much going on. We see red's starting to build up a bit of an army. It looks like he wants to get aggressive on somebody here. Maybe pink. Testing some resources here potentially. Red's slowly building up. These players up here, of course, green and yellow, are just going to go insane this game. You can see that yellow's already at 5,000 points. Green not doing as well. I don't know why or what's going on with that. Maybe he didn't scout the water for a while, or I guess it's kind of harder on this one too. You can only fit a couple docks here. He's chopping some wood to fit more, maybe. You can't really get through here, like I was saying. So his water maybe not as good, or he just didn't get as many fishing boats. We already see, you know, 32 fishing boats for yellow of all. Jeez, this guy's only got 18, so yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. You know, we're doing well ourselves, 5,000 points, but yellow's just he's obviously just going to be way ahead, right? Like you can't compete with a deep water fishing economy in any situation, really. Maybe an HRE player with a ton of relics, but there's not going to be that situation here. We see Orange only gets 2 as Delhi. He was not going for a fast sacred victory. He just looks like he's just trying to get some cash. We see red is actually blasting into pink now, so this is good for me if I want to hit pink. Definitely ideal. I didn't realize this happened in this game, of course. I did not know. I did know. I think I did scout that the red player was here, so I knew that it could happen. I didn't know that it did. We see purple attacking into orange now, so we'll see how this plays out. Looks like so red's gonna be the next one out here. Yellow is coming in though. He's looking for, I guess red just bailed when he saw yellow coming in. Probably. He knew he had no chance. Let's see who wins between these two players. Looks like purple is kind of overrunning orange here. But yellow actually steals the kill from pink. Rather pink didn't pursue it. I guess pink wasn't really paying attention to the fact that red went out. I think he just assumed somebody else went out because he didn't really see any. I think the units were already retreated or dead. Yeah, you can see they're here up here now. But pink should be aware now, but it's obviously way too late. He missed his opportunity to snipe the king. He wasn't paying enough attention. But now we see green and yellow maybe going to be going into it here. See how this one plays out. Right now we have orange with the kill and yellow with the kill. I must say yellow's doing a lot better than orange right now. Poor orange here, he's just getting overrun by purple. Wah, wah, wah. There go all the units. Yes, Dumbo. Get him. Oh, it's not enough. One Dumbo's not enough. And down he goes. Rest in pieces. Alright. So, we're getting geared up here to take on pink, but of course, like I mentioned before, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. He's got some nested bees, and he's actually building a second wall that messed up my unit pathing here, so he bought himself plenty of time to get back, and now we just really can't. You know, there's only a few there's 4 nested bees here, so this isn't going to work. I realized it pretty quickly that we're just not going to break that in time and pull back a little bit, try to bait him in. So he pulls back, and I pull back because I don't want to fight anymore here. I think I decide I'll go attack somebody else, go around. Pink's losing his vills to this guy's keep while he was distracted fighting me, unfortunately. So Pink not doing too hot now. Obviously not what you want to be seeing here. I guess I'm trying to build a keep here. That's not going to happen, obviously, for obvious reasons. What else do we have going on here? So yellow just gives up. Yellow says, you know what, F it. I think because he was getting crowded here, losing villagers, he missed his kill here. And he knew I was attacking him. He probably just decided to, call it in. And that's just great for me, right? Like, I was really kind of annoyed that the situation existed where I couldn't really attack in here. And this really saved me here, I think. So now I can pick up a free kill. But unfortunately, yellow has gotten his second kill of the game, and he's doing real well now, right? He's 300. He's just way ahead of everybody else. He's almost 12,000 points in the game. We're following behind that in 9,000, but it's still quite a ways behind. There's just no way we could fight him right now, or any time probably. So this is purple has taken way too much time to overrun orange. He never really built up a mass. He's been trickling units in kind of one at a time, and it's really just not what you want to have happen in free fall. You don't want to be just like spending all your units, losing all your units trying to kill one player, and not necessarily succeeding. Or even when you do succeed, if you spent too much to get it, then it's going to be too little, too late, right? So he's really going slow here. He should just eliminate these landmarks, I think, at this point. And then he'll be able to pick up the king out of there. Now we're pushing it. We also want to get towards the middle. We're running out of gold. We need to get gold, access to gold. So I'm busting in here. Going to attack orange before we can mine everything out of here, hopefully. And we're pushing forward. But everyone's looking this way, right? Purple, yellow. Especially we got to watch out. That's a lot of knights, man. That is... let's take a look at yellow here. Real quick before we go into this fight. We've got 106 elite royal knights. Look at that, man. That is insane. He's even deleted a lot of his fishing boats at this point. He's got 20 fishing boats. He doesn't even... He's got markets going up. Looks like he's got... Yeah. He's found the docks over here for the player he defeated, and he's going to go ahead and start trading there. So we'll see how that goes. But yellow gets... He taps out of the game, or he gets eliminated by landmark by purple, I think. And I was able... I'm sorry, we missed this, guys, but I did actually pick up the kill here, I believe. Yeah. So I sniped the kill right before yellow could get it. But as you can see, it's not going to matter. Like, we're just getting overrun here. This is a complete disaster of a game. This is... Looking at the yellow's army here, I knew from the start, from the get-go, that I was like, oh, okay, well, yellow wins, probably. This is probably over for me. I could have probably tried to rally purple to help, but I didn't say anything this game, and I just decided to let it play out and let the cards fall how they may. So we're retreating now. Yellow's trying to come in. He's still got a huge army. I've lost all my siege, basically. I have to full reset here. I built some revolvements to kind of hold the wall here from yellow. I know I didn't have too much like cannons or anything, just knights and revolvement and whatnot, so I figured that'll buy me some time. Kind of reset here before he comes in again. I think because of what yellow scouted here into my base, he decided like, and that player's gonna be harder to kill. Maybe I'm not gonna bother with him. Maybe I'll go after the other one, who is in a much weaker position too. I mean, he doesn't necessarily know that, right? But you can at least scout him and check him out and attack into him and see what it looks like. I could also take sacred sites here. Would be not a bad play for yellow to do. Just try to hold us both because he's so powerful, right? But I'm sure he's maybe he doesn't necessarily want to do that because of my supply is also 300. So it would definitely be a disadvantageous position. If he'd gotten this kill, I think, then yes, he should do that. But maybe because he didn't get the kill, I did. Maybe he should not do that. I don't know. So he is setting up shop in the middle here. Like looking at a dead birch tree. Okay, that's nice. So what I'm doing now is trying to figure out how I'm going to fight Yellow's army. I realized that it's like almost impossible. I figured he would come back, but he didn't. Fortunately, my spawn position was a little bit too defensible. Now we're poking on up. So let's see what happens here. So this whole base is all messed up here, by the way. It's like luckily yellow doesn't have anything right here, just a dead player. And there's this wall here which I haven't really scouted much of yet, and I realize that's what's caused my reinforcements to path around all the way over here. The yellow's looking at purple. Just kind of scoping him. I think he saw that I was going for him, maybe. So now he's going to be going for me. I think he saw my units coming up here a little bit with maybe like some building or something. And he's decided that I'm the bigger threat. And he wants to go kill me. So right now I'm trying to make a path for my units so they start rallying through this way. We're gonna go up into yellow's base while he's marching into ours. We do have a nice little double wall here, but his army obviously is much faster. My army, it doesn't have many cavalry. Actually, it doesn't have any cavalry yet. There's a few on the way, but he's busting through here, trying to get set up here, but it's a little bit too late. And so I've built in the back a place to store my king, hoping that I can be able to keep inside of there. And this is gonna barely go up. Okay, nice. We don't have burning oil though, so not very useful. Even if it did, his whole friggin' army, 300 supply, 107 knights, you know, just completely demolishing me. But I'm in his base too. We've got a landmark here, a landmark. His king is on the run actually, so his king was here. We are going to scout the fact that that his king is going onto water into a transport boat. And we see that and we give up on the king strat immediately. We've moved our own king back here while he's come to try to snipe our king as well. But we just get this wall up just in the nick of time here, looks like. And none of his siege is here yet, of course. So he can't break it just yet. But we have, you know, started to focus fire the landmarks here. I think I didn't realize that I killed his red palace. This was the one that I missed. So we've killed 1, 2. Then we've scouted. We know the guild hall is here. And right as we killed this guild hall, this is what I was actually trying to understand here, why this happened. So which landmark do we miss so far? Right now we eliminate yellow, just barely. I mean, he still has a couple to work through here, like 3 more land. He didn't even get the first landmark. Somehow we eliminated. I was not expecting this elimination to go through, and I saw a bunch of trade happening, which I was worried about. As you can see, there's a ton of trade. Unfortunately, I can't look and see now how much gold this was, but if we go to yellow's point of view, he had a ton of bank, 300 supply. He was doing really well with this trade route. But I am still curious. I still haven't resolved the problem of how did I only snipe 1? Oh wait, okay. There's this third. Okay, I think this was a landmark 2 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all close together, fortunately. We got lucky. Yellow built all his landmarks right next to each other. And that allowed us to snipe him out. Snipe out his landmarks. His king is going to be over here, which we haven't scouted yet, but we're going to send some units around to look for that. And poor purple over here, I don't believe he has any kills. Yeah, purple is at 200 supply, and I'm going to be now at 350. So yeah, we were able to snipe the, I mean, you guys can probably imagine the rest of this game. We'll speed it up here because it's not too, you know, interesting from this point on, right? Yeah, we were able to snipe this much more dangerous opponent who had a really good trade going. He had deep water fish. And he's French. French, one of the best civs right now, I think, in FFA. In my opinion, at least. Since they got buffed, they're really, really strong. And purple is trying to come through with a small little army here, but you know, he just doesn't have that much of an army, right? He's got 113 eco as well, so he's not going to be able to afford too much. And I think he realizes that at this point when I surround him, but he does have some plans, some ideas. Whatever. Do a little strike force. This is obviously the right idea. This is what you want to do when you're up against a more powerful opponent. You don't want to fight them directly. You want to see if you can snipe them out. And that's what purple is going to try to do here. While I steamroll into his base, I start to take him down. Let's take a look here. We got. He's making pretty good armor. I didn't realize he was making these cannons. I did scout that he was building this here with my reinforcements, so I pulled it back. A few of the janissaries, but then I realized that there's actually cannons here as well. It's quite a bit more than I thought. And but we're already in the middle of his base. I'm not even sniping things. I'm just moving this while I focus on this. I want to make sure that my defense is solid here. And I figure I'll just let the rest of the army move and do its thing. So he's trying to get into my base still. He's got a lot of siege here coming through, a lot of cannons that he's made. We're fighting with elite men-at-arms, elite gilded men-at-arms with our villagers. Not the best, but here he comes now. We pull back, we realize it's a lot of siege. We gotta be careful, but we're starting to destroy him here. I think he's gonna probably go down to landmark. Or I don't know where his king is actually. Let's see. It's not here. Oh, it's hiding up here. Nice, good spot. I didn't even look for the king. I was just like, I'm just gonna kill your base, kill your landmarks. I don't care. I just need to defend, right? That's all that matters here. But make sure we still got a bunch of yellows units here in our base, trying to snipe our landmarks. Fortunately, they didn't keep attacking as they often do. We made a bunch of spring ults to counter his siege here. Decided he said that choke would be hard to get cavalry in, so we made some Zwingalds. Our opponent was finally either eliminated or topped out. I guess he was probably eliminated. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, pretty cool snipe there on yellow. Probably able to get him out of this game because he was definitely the favorite to win this match, all things being even. Fortunately, he didn't think to spread out his landmarks enough and hide one in the back, and we were able to sneak our king just in time to the back of our base and build a wall and a keep. Get him in there, keep him safe. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, we will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the content so far, please again, love to see those likes and subscribes. Peace.